Hey guys, welcome back to some more astrology. Today we're going to read about April 4th from The Secret Language of Birthdays. Hope you guys are having a nice start to the weekend so far. All right, so April 4th, the day of initiative. This day is from 13 to 15 degrees of Aries. This is within the second decan of Aries, and of course, Aries is a cardinal fire sign. Born on this day, Margaret Duras, French novelist, the lover, screenplay writer, Hiroshima Mon Amour, film director, India song, journalist, TV interviewer. Muddy Waters, a blues singer, guitarist, songwriter. Anthony Perkins, film actor. Maya Angelou, poet, writer. Now Sheba Sings the Song, recited inaugural poem for Clinton presidency. Arthur Murray, dance instructor. Elmer Bernstein, film composer. Robert Downey Jr., film actor. Gil Hodges, Brooklyn Dodger baseball player, managed Miracle Mets to World Series victory. A. Bartlett Giamatti, Yale president, comparative literature writer, baseball commissioner. Emmett Williams, poet, concrete poetry innovator. And Dorothy Dix, prison reformer. Kitty Kelly, writer, unauthorized Sinatra biography, His Way. And then Chris Sizemore, multiple personality disorder described in The Three Faces of Eve. Those born on April 4th have the initiative needed to bring their very unusual personalities to the forefront. Perhaps they must have this quality, for the odds are often against them. This may be because of reactions to their peculiarities or because they themselves are their own worst enemy. Whatever the case, they have to fight for what they want. The problem is that it may take them quite a long time to find out just who they are and what it is they seek. Therefore, perseverance is another quality which is important for their success. Those born on this day must not only initiate projects, but demonstrate the ability to see them through to a successful conclusion. In general, their success or failure in life will be judged by their capacity to manifest these steadfast qualities. Of course, they will also need to keep a handle on their tendency to get involved in new endeavors, since there is a limit to what they can do. April 4 people can be heading entirely in the wrong direction, but in a moment of realization, find the courage and determination to change course, chart a new plan of action, and continue on. Those born on this day can be extremely stubborn in their endeavors. One would do well not to oppose them without completely understanding what it is they are attempting. This may require some patience on the part of mates or partners. It is not only acceptance April 4th people are after, but eminence in their field. This does not mean they seek worship and adulation so much as a position of prominence in whatever they are involved in. It is downright harmful to deprive them of their inborn need to initiate and often to innovate. April 4 people make fine executives and function well with others, implementing their ideas. They may choose to exert their principal efforts as leaders within family or other social groups. To work for those born on April 4th is very demanding, but also satisfying, since they make clear what is expected and equally clear their evaluation of what has been done. They may be impatient, however, finding it painful to repeat themselves and insisting that they be understood the first time around. Yeah, that's very much an Aries quality for sure. Ultimately, many April 4th people may find it most rewarding to work on their own as self-employed professionals. It should be emphasized that April 4th people cannot be well directed until they discover their purpose in life. Should they go off on a wrong track as they approach middle age and not realize it, they must be informed of this by someone very close to them, whom they trust implicitly. Excuse me. Implicitly. It is really better if they find out for themselves, but this may not happen until it is too late. Thus, having a marriage partner or intimate capable of giving serious objective advice now and then is essential. If foolish enough to surround themselves with a bevy of admirers or flatterers, April 4th people will harm themselves. A firm hold on reality is the basis for their happiness. And then, of course, numbers and planets for people born on April 4th. Hold on one second. That is the door. All right, we are back. So now we're getting into the numbers and planets. And of course, it's the number 4, right? Those born on the 4th day of the month are ruled by the number 4 and by the planet Uranus. People ruled by the number 4 have their own often peculiar way of doing things. And then, of course, Uranus absolutely adds to that peculiarity. Because Uranus indicates sudden changeability and unpredictable action. The influence of Mars, because of Aries, ruler of Aries, can make these sudden actions aggressive and violent at times. Let's see. April 4th people are blessed with great initiative, again, underlined by the Mars influence. The danger added by the qualities of the number 4 is considerable. Since the number 4 can also mean rebelliousness, a concern for April 4th people may be that they will live their lives reactively rather than exercising their talent for initiating. So just to always be consciously aware of themselves, right? Awareness is key. And then the card from the tarot, the 4th card from the major arcana is the Emperor, which is counterpart to the Empress. Let me find that here so I can show you guys. Yeah, the Emperor is an Aries card for sure. So, the Emperor, who rules over concrete and worldly things through wisdom, the primary source of his power. The Emperor is stable and profound. The force of his authority cannot be questioned. The positive associations of this card are strong willpower and steadfast energy. Unfavorable qualities include willfulness, tyranny, and brutality. For those born on April 4th, the Emperor's steadiness and determination can serve as a successful metaphor. And then as far as health goes, the greatest danger to the health of April 4th people lies in their impulsiveness. It is at those moments when they decide to change direction, literally or figuratively, when they are at greatest risk. They should be constantly on the lookout for potential accidents, both as pedestrians and motorists. So, moreover, they should avoid any occupations, environments, or substances that make them nervous. Homeopathic remedies, whether salts or herbs, may be the safest relaxants. Also, baths with essential oils, massage, and chiropractic manipulation, particularly of the skull and upper vertebrae, can be helpful in returning the body to proper balance. April 4th people are encouraged to take an interest in eating a highly varied and balanced diet. Some advice: learn the value of contemplation and silence. Become a better team player and discover ways to share more with others. Try to hold back. Don't give everything away. Cultivate depth and sense mystery. Keep a handle on any violent, impulsive instincts. And then meditation. To remain still may be humanity's greatest challenge. To remain still may be humanity's greatest challenge. Yes, because majority of the population suffer from ADHD or ADD of some kind. I don't think TikTok and social media apps help much with that either, but yeah. Strengths: innovative, lively, and ambitious. Weaknesses: impulsive, unstable, and rebellious. And that is the description for people born on April 4th. I hope you guys liked the video. And until the next time,